Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Utes will put total leather to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone. Back. First down here for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Firing to the right, complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
He wants to throw here on second down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll fire to his right. Got him downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own trying to keep the Wolves at bay and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else and get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Touchdown, Texans! And they jump on top. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Coming out with it, it's Stanley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking to throw, it's Rising. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Catch in the middle, it's Parks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Sent it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Into the house. Touchdown Longhorns!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to...
And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Just a short pass to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation. Or
he uncorks one deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
Have a dang young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stanley. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try it on the ground. And the Utes get enough to move the chains.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looking to throw, it's Rising. Throwing right. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Keeps looking downfield. Fires to the right. And the pass, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. To the air on first down. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. Listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get latered up.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Makes his connection. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Bond. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll let it fly. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nothing but green ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stanley. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Utes moving quickly to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground.